Hi and welcome to CareSync Experts. Today, we're breaking down the key differences between the CQC interviews for the registered manager and a nominated individual. If you're preparing for one of these interviews, this video will help you understand what's expected in each role, so you can walk into your interview with confidence. So let's get started. So, what is the role of a registered manager? The registered manager is responsible for the operational side of the care service. This role requires hands-on leadership to ensure the care delivery meets the CQC's fundamental standards. As a registered manager, you're in charge of the day-to-day running of the care service. Your main focus is to ensure that the service users receive safe, effective, person-centered care. You're also responsible for managing the care team, handling the safeguarding issues, and overseeing the implementation of care plans. The interview for this role will focus on how you ensure your compliance with CQC regulations and maintain a high standard of care. Expect questions about how you manage risks, handle staffing challenges, and ensure that care plans are regularly reviewed. You'll also be asked about how you promote continuous improvement in care delivery and how you maintain the safety and well-being of your service users. For example, you might be asked, how do you handle a safeguarding incident? Or how do you ensure that staff are trained to deliver care in line with the CQC standards? The nominated individual has more of a strategic and overreaching role. They are responsible for making sure that the care service as a whole complies with the CQC regulations. The nominated individual is the key point of accountability between the care service and the CQC. This role is about governance, oversight, and ensuring that all the care services under their authority meet the legal and regulatory requirements. Unlike the registered manager, who focuses on daily operations, the nominated individual provides strategic leadership across multiple services. Your interview will focus on how you maintain oversight of the care service and how you support the registered managers in ensuring compliance. You will be asked about governance frameworks, leadership skills, and your ability to make strategic decisions that keep the service aligned with the CQC standards. For example, questions might include, how do you support the registered manager in addressing compliance issues across different services? Or, what systems do you have in place to ensure that your service remains compliant with CQC regulations at all times? So, here's what you can expect in a registered manager interview. In a registered manager interview, the CQC will assess your ability to manage the day-to-day operations of your care service, from staff management to risk assessments. Expect questions about how you lead your teams, manage care delivery, and ensure the safety and well-being of your service users. For example, you may be asked, how do you manage staff challenges such as absence? Or, how do you ensure that care plans are regularly updated to reflect changes in your service users' needs? The CQC will also be looking for evidence that you can handle real-world challenges. You might be asked, can you provide an example of how you handle a recent safeguarding concern? Or, what steps do you take to ensure compliance with medication management policies? The key here is to demonstrate that you have hands-on approach to leadership and a deep understanding of the care services operations. For the nominated individual interview, however, the focus is on how you provide strategic leadership and ensure that the care service remains compliant at an organisational level. Expect questions about governance frameworks and how you maintain oversight across multiple services. For example, you might be asked, how do you ensure that the registered managers are supported in delivering high-quality care? Or, how do you manage organisational risks across your service? You also need to explain how you handle compliance issues and how you ensure that the service as a whole adheres to the CQC regulations. Be prepared for questions like, how do you ensure that policies are implemented consistently across all services? Or, how do you address concerns raised by the CQC in your service? The CQC will be looking for evidence that you can think strategically, manage large teams, and maintain compliance across all services under your supervision. So, how can you prepare for the interview? Whether you're applying for the role of registered manager or nominated individual, preparation is key to a successful interview. Let's go over some practical tips to help you prepare. For registered managers, focus on operational aspects such as care delivery, staff management, safeguarding, and compliance with the CQC's regulations. Be prepared to provide specific examples of how you've handled challenges in these areas. For nominated individuals, the focus is on strategic leadership and governance. You'll need to demonstrate how you support registered managers and how you ensure compliance across the organisation. Be ready to discuss how you manage risks, implement policies, and maintain oversight. To prepare for both interviews, make sure you review the CQC's fundamental standards and understand how they apply to your role. Practicing common interview questions such as how do you handle safeguarding concerns or how do you promote continuous improvement across your organisation will help you feel confident going into the interview. To summarise, the registered manager and nominated individual roles are both vital to the success of a care service, but they have different responsibilities. Understanding these differences will help you prepare effectively for your CQC interview. So here are some key takeaway points. For the registered manager, focus on daily operations, managing staff and ensuring that care delivery meets the CQC standards. And for the nominated individual, focus on governance and oversight, ensuring that multiple services comply with the CQC regulations. Both roles are crucial for maintaining high standards of care, but the interviews assess different aspects of leadership and management. And lastly, by understanding the key differences between the registered manager and nominated individual roles, you will be better prepared for your CQC interview. For more guidance and expert advice, visit our website on www.caresingexperts.co.uk or visit us on our other platforms such as YouTube, Facebook and TikTok. Thank you for watching.